Why, I'm petty. Yeah, I'm petty.
Hi y'all, how you doing? I'm doing fine. Now let's get into this video. So I'm sorry first before we start, you hear my fan going. During the video you won't hear my fan going, but right now it's just too hot. It's too humid. I've been sweating up too much. I can't anymore. So I have the fan going. I'ma speak loud so y'all can still hear me, but I'm sorry, I just can't do it, okay? I can't. Today's video is 10 reasons why your eyeshadow ain't coming out right. I've had a lot of people come up to me and ask me, how do you get your eyeshadow to do that? I wish I can do my eyeshadow like you. I wish I can do this. I wish I can do that. When I was working at Sephora, I would have girls come in and ask for mini makeovers. Or these are the most mistakes that I commonly see when I'm teaching people how to do eyeshadow for the first time, or how to do eyeshadow in general. Cause listen, there's some people out here that have been doing eyeshadow for a long time and they still got that shit together. Okay, alright. We gonna say names and we gonna put anybody on the spot. Before we get into the video, let me ask you a series of serious questions. 1, are you subscribed to this channel? If not, hit that subscribe button down below. 2, if you like this video, please like it right now. Or if you did like it or whatever, I don't know, just like the damn video, please, thanks. 3, are you following me on any of my social medias? Because I'm on that all the time, especially Snapchat, because I stay snapping about foolishness and tomfoolery. So if you miss me during the week, or you're like, girl, you taking too long to upload a video on YouTube, I need to see you now, hit me up on my social media. I'll be there. I'll be waiting for you. I'll probably follow back. Shoot, you can talk to me there. I answer. I ain't got nothing else to do. Anyways, guys, it's time to get into this video. It's time to know the 10 reasons why your eyeshadow ain't coming out right. Bye-bye. Hi, guys. So I know I haven't done one of these in a while, so we're just gonna do a quick little talk through about it. So the palette that we're using today is the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, one of my absolute favorites. And I'm using this because this is a palette that's very workable. You can also make a lot of mistakes with this palette, or you can do the right thing with this palette. Also very affordable, very easy to work with. Pigments are beautiful. I really like this palette. Well, the first reason why your eyeshadow ain't coming out right is because you didn't use a base. So as you can see, one eye based up. Today's base I used was a concealer and a translucent powder to set. And that's it. You could either go in with a base with pigment, or you can use like an eyeshadow primer with no pigment. Me personally, I feel anybody with any skin tone, you should always use a base that is going to white out your lid. I don't care if you're whitest of whites or darkest of darks, use something that's going to white out your lid because it makes your eyeshadow stand out better. Also, when you use a base, the eyeshadows have something to grab onto. If you have nothing to grab onto, ain't gonna work, right? Right. Think of it like when painting your wall. If you don't have a primer coat to paint your wall ain't gonna look good at the end. So bases are very important. The next issue that everyone has is you didn't map out your eye. This is crucial to your eyeshadow look, especially if you're a beginner, because if you don't map out your eye, you can end up having one eye that's high, one eye that's low. The shadows aren't in the right place. You don't know where to go, especially if you're someone who's new. Let me show you what I mean by you didn't map out your eye. So before you start every makeup look, you should always use a color to show you where your crease is, so it's easier for you to place your transition and all the rest of your colors. Today, I'm going to be using the color Warm Taupe. A good way to find your crease is putting your finger on your brow bone and slightly moving it down. Once your finger hits your eyeball and your eye socket, you just press down, and that is where you're supposed to place this color. So I'm just going to go in with a brush, a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to do that. Also, another reason why we do this is because you can end up putting your eyeshadows way too high. And I see that's a lot of problem with a lot of girls. They end up using a right brush, the right products, but you end up having your eyeshadow all the way to your brow bone. That ain't the business, honey. So what you need to do is map out your crease, because this is going to prevent all those problems in the end. Number 3. You're not using the right colors, honey. You're just not using them. So what I mean by this is, if you're going for a cooler eye, you should use colors that are like cooler colors. Like, especially for, like, see, as your eye, see with my transition color, I used a cooler toned taupey color. That's because I'm gonna go in with more of a redder, or not redder, but like a cooler tone purpley red raspberry eye type thing. So a cooler color would work with that. If you go in, say, with a color like burnt orange as your transition, or your map color or your transition color, and you put that down, your end result is going to be all muddy because you're not using the right or like colors. So that means you're using the wrong colors. So I'm going to go in with the color Love Letter as my transition. The next issue is you have too much goddamn product on your brush. I don't understand as to why everyone thinks doing this and then straight to eye is the best option for you. If you want your colors to naturally fade from light to dark or give you that nice gradient effect, you need to work your way up and build yourself up to your density. If you start out at maximum capacity, you ain't got nowhere to go. So everything's just gonna look like the one color that you placed. To show you the difference, I'm just gonna place, oh god, I hate this right now. I'm just gonna place this color all in my transition. Let me now show you on the other eye. See, I'm slightly building up the product and I'm going on that transition shade that we placed previously, because that's what's helped us know where we're supposed to be going. And I'm just building up the product to my desired intensity. This is the difference between nicely adding and building up your product when you want it. Next issue that you're having is you're using a brush that's way too big. Because a lot of people usually have issues with their transition and how to build up their color. Most times the fluffy brush that they're using for their transition or all your crease colors is way too big. I'm gonna show you an example. This brush that I just used to put in my transition, for most people it wouldn't work. I mean, like a lot of the population who's doing eyeshadow, this brush is way too big for their lid. What I would start off by going in with is a brush that's around this size, or even a tapered blending brush like this one. Because a tapered blending brush helps you to be more controlled with your application of your eyeshadows. So choose the right brush. Speaking of choosing the right brush, that's my next thing. Choosing the right brush. And I understand they kind of go hand in hand, but some people still need to like understand what I mean. Some people also go in with flat shadow brushes to do what I just did with the blending. That is not the best option for you either. It's because your eyeshadow blended very well. It's going to be very stagnant and snaggy, if you understand what I mean. And this is me blending with a fluffy brush. Now if I go in with a flat brush and I try to do the exact same thing with the exact same color, watch. See how in certain places it's splotchy and it's not giving you that feathered effect that you're looking for? So when people say that they use the one brush for everything, I cringe, because not all brushes are going to give you the exact same application. So use the right brush. So now I'm going to take the color Bon Fresco. Next issue is people don't use the right technique of applying product. So what I mean by that is, because I'm using a flat brush and I want the colors to be nice and pigmented, I'm going to press the product on my lid, because I want to show off as much product as I possibly can. My biggest concern is when people take a flat brush and they just do this. Because as you can see, I'm not getting the same strength in my shadow because I took off a lot of my shadow placing on this product. If you're swiping instead of patting for a flat brush, you're just going to end up taking off product instead of actually applying it. I'm going to go in with the color Red Ochre. Or with a fluffy brush, it's a little bit different. A lot of girls use circular motions. Don't do that. No matter what, no matter who, do not use circular motions in your crease. And I'm explaining to you why. So I'm blending these two to get a little bit more definition, right? If you're using circular motions, you're going to end up putting the product in places that you didn't want the product to go. Now let me show you what I mean on the other side. If you go back in a back and forth motion instead of a circular motion, you're going to have more of a smoother transition, a better definition, and your shadows are going to blend more smoothly together and work better and be more cohesive and stay where you want it to stay. So you can see right now the shadow that I placed here is all over the place. There's some up here, there's some down here, there's some even went on my lid right there. But once I did the window wiper motions, everything stayed in that area and everything looks smooth and flawless. You're not balancing your eye. I see a lot of people that they'll be like, yep, this is it. This is all we're going to do. And to be honest with you, I used to be that person too. Until I started working at Sephora, my senior artist at my store showed me this. And I just thought people just did it because they wanted to do it. But no, there's an actual reason why we do that. So now I'm going to take a flat shadow brush and I'm going to go back in with the color Love Letter that we used before. Tap off that excess, don't forget. And I'm going to just sweep that on the bottom lash line. And the reason why we add balance to the look is because we do not want to be top heavy. If you end up being top heavy, you kind of close off your eye. So your eye will look a lot smaller than it usually would if you just added that little bit of shadow at the bottom lash line of your lid. Like this eye looks so much smaller. And the funny thing is, my eyes are very different. This is my nice eye and this is my eye. This eye is a lot smaller than this eye naturally without makeup, but right now you can't tell that because I basically cut off the shadow here and I haven't added anything here to help make the look a lot more cohesive, as opposed to this one with the shadow underneath my lash line. The shadow makes the eye look a lot more open and bigger, and it just looks cohesive, to be honest with you. Next issue, liquid, not pencil. There's this big misconception that liquid liner is the devil and people are scared of it. I don't know why. Because liquid liner comes in many forms and some of them are a lot easier than others, and you just need to find one that's good for you. So I see a lot of girls, they'll try to use a pencil to do like a cat eye. And the thing about this is a pencil is not going to give you the precision that you're looking for. A pencil is not going to give you that crispness that you're looking for. Crispness that you're looking for. It's going to be very muddy, very smoky, and sometimes you want it to look like that. But if you're going for like a look with your eyeliner, a pencil is not what you use. A liquid is what you use. You can use it in a dip pot like I do. This is the Sephora Collection Precision line, one of my absolute favorites. Also go with a felt marker. I don't have one to show you, but the one that I really do like, I like the Stila Stay All Day one. It's a really great one, especially one for beginners. So let me show you the difference between a pencil and a liquid. So as you can see here on the liquid liner, you get that nice cut and that sharpness, as opposed to the pencil. Even though I tried my best for this to end up like looking like this, it's just not going to, because a pencil just ends up looking like very muddy on your lid. And it goes places that you don't want it to go. What I really would recommend a pencil for is to fill in those kind of gaps in between the liquid liner and your lash line. Anyways guys, so this is the final look. As you can see, the difference between the two eyes is pretty tremendous. Yeah guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you like the video, please press the like button. If you want to see more videos like this one, let me know in the comment section below. And like I say every single time, I hope you have a fabulous day, darling. Goodbye.